Today we're making one of my favourite go-to recipes, a chocolate vegan mud cake. It's moist, lasts a long time and super tasty. Hi, I'm Taryn. Welcome to my kitchen studio. This is where I like to have fun with food and teach others simple cooking tips and tricks. If you find this video helpful, you can help me by clicking the like button and subscribing to my channel. So let's get started. Here I've got the ingredients. We've got self-raising flour, sugar. I like to use raw sugar, but you can use white sugar or brown sugar, up to you. Cocoa powder, baking soda and salt. And then wet ingredients, I've got water, oil, vanilla essence and vinegar. And for our ganache, I've got coconut cream and chocolate. So that's sticking to the dairy free. We've got 50% chocolate, so there's no dairy in that. Now we're ready to prepare our cake tin. I'm going to fold a piece of baking paper in half, and in half again, and again, and again. And this is going to make a perfect little round circle to fit in our tin. I'm going to put the point roughly in the middle and eye up where the edge of the tin is, and I'm going to just cut with my scissors, and we open it all out, and it should be the perfect size for our tin. But before we put it in, we need to just give our tin a wee spray. I'm just using a cooking spray, and then we'll put our little paper disc in there. So this cake is very simple in that we're just going to put all the dry ingredients into our mixing bowl, give it a little whisk, and then we're going to put all the wet ingredients into a separate bowl, give those a little mix, pour the two together, and then it's all done. I'm going to put in the self-raising flour. Next I'm going to add the sugar, then we'll add the cocoa, the salt and the baking soda. I'm going to give it a little whisk around, mix it together. And we're going to put the wet ingredients in, so it's the water, the oil, vanilla essence. You could at this point add any flavouring in here, orange zest, orange juice, banana, whatever tickles your fancy. This is a very forgiving recipe. And lastly, a bit of vinegar. So we've got our wet ingredients here. I'm just going to give it a little whisk, and then we'll add it to our dry ingredients. And I'm going to just mix it together, trying hard not to overmix, but just getting rid of the lumps and bumps in there. Just going to switch over to my spatula and give it a wee scrape, making sure I haven't missed any bits of flour at the bottom there. And then we're ready to put it into our prepared tin. Just give it a wee push out to the edges, and it's ready for the oven. While our cake is in the oven, we can make our ganache. I'm going to put the coconut cream into a pot and bring it to the boil. Once it's boiling, we turn off the element and add the chocolate. The heat in the coconut cream is enough to melt the chocolate. I'm giving it a good stir to make sure it's smooth and completely melted. You don't have to use coconut cream, you can use traditional cream, but then it wouldn't be vegan any longer. The choice is yours. And here is our lovely smooth ganache. Once this is cool and the cake is cool, we can go ahead and ice it. Just taking this out of the oven, it smells delicious in here. I'm going to double check that it's cooked properly by sticking the skewer in, right in the center, the thickest point. And it's come out clean, so that's ready. I'm just going to let it cool in the tin for a few minutes until it's cold enough to touch the tin, and then I'll tip it out onto the cooling rack to cool completely. When it's cooled completely, we can then put our ganache on and finish it. Our cake's nice and cool now, and I've got the ganache all ready. If you've left this to sit overnight, it might have got too hard on you, and you just need to melt it a little bit more. Either sit it in the sun or bring it to a low temperature again, just to melt it slightly. I've got a nice spreadable consistency here. Now I'm putting a nice big blob in the center and pushing it out to the edges. Look out for an upcoming video on leveling cakes, filling them, and chocolate piping. Let me know in the comments if there's anything in particular that you would like to learn. Now it's got an even coat, I'm going to put a few swirls in it just for fun. I've got some walnut praline here left over from another cake I've recently done. I'm going to cut that up and sprinkle it on top, just to finish it off. Right, that's ready to put on a platter now. This cake will keep in an airtight container for at least a week. Not in the fridge, just somewhere nice and cool. So there, it's all ready to serve. If you found this video helpful, you can help me by liking this video and subscribing to my channel. I've put some leftover praline on my cake. Let me know in the comments what you like to put on yours. Enjoy!